problems. So it's too far that way. There it is. That's good. Yeah. No, that's great.
Do you teach in Washington now?
Yeah.
Ah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for coming tonight. We are excited because these guys have been working really, really hard all day. And pretty excited to share what's going on. A few things before we get started. If you guys would just please double check the cell phones, make sure they're on silent, and please have them out to take tons and tons of pictures and just kind of enjoy that process. And if you would, just try and remain seated. If it's an emergency, you have to get up, move, we understand. But that way the kids, they have the full attention that whole time. And so at this point, we are super excited to get started with our program. So thanks for coming.
Would you please stand for the national anthem?
All right, it is an honor now to introduce the Hermiston High School Percussion Quartet as they perform Black Racer.
times when you might feel aimless, can't see the places where you belong. But you will find that there is a purpose. It's been there within you all along. And when you're near it, you can almost hear it. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies to each one of us. Oh, it's glorious, and you will know how to let it ring out as you discover who you are. Others around you will start to wake up to the sounds that are in their hearts. It's so amazing what we're all creating. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies to each one of us. Oh, it's glorious. And you'll feel the notes build higher. We'll sing. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies to each one of us. Oh, it's glorious.
We are now going to welcome our festival choir. These kiddos have been working all day long on some pieces, and they've been doing a wonderful job. And we are hot and tired, but they're excited to perform for you tonight. And we're really excited to have Mr. Douglas, who was the music teacher at Highland last year. We're excited to have him back as our guest conductor for the day. So would you give him a round of applause?
We're gonna put these on you guys too. While we're getting the lays for the other kids, because we left them in the gym, I got to tell you, working with these kids today has been such, I can't tell you how much of a pleasure it's been. These are kids from 3 different schools, and they came together, and immediately they were getting friendly with each other and experiencing music together. And somehow in the whole process, it felt like we were making the world a better place. That we were experiencing music and friendliness. And I guess that was the theme of today. The first song we're going to sing actually means if you sing with spirit and enthusiasm, then you're one of God's children. It's an African song, but it kind of just says, hey, we all have hearts, we can all have enthusiasm, we can all experience music, and that makes us together as a human family. So we're going to sing Bonte Abba. Are we all ready?
Yes.
She's a hog. She wanted 20 of them. No. Everyone got yours?
Kubabana, Ponseaba, Mupokilila, Malipele Maka, Kubabana, Ponseaba, Mupokilila, Malipele Maka, Kubabana, 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 Bakwalesa, Kubabana, Kubabana, Bakwalesa, Kubabana, 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 Bakwalesa, Kubabana, 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 Bakwalesa. Ponseaba, Mipokela, Malipele Maka, Kubabana, 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 Bakwalesa, Kubabana, Bakwalesa, Kubabana, 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 Bakwalesa, Kubabana, 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 Bakwalesa, Ponseaba, Ponseaba.
And everyone give Miss Linder a hand. Thank you very much. Miss Linder is the most patient and generous woman I know. She used to accompany for me like 30 years ago. So I know this. My wife is the first most patient though. Okay. Dawn, your apparel.
Everybody had an ocean across the USA.
Got a little intermission, if we could. Thank you. I don't know how to work this here. As we get going tonight, we'd like to do some thanks real quick before we get into the next piece, talking about the people that you never see that help out and make everything wonderful as they go through. So 2 gentlemen would like to recognize tonight and say thank you. So if you can turn around and wave to them and clap, they're the gentleman right up behind there. So thank you, Doug Payne and Dave Floria on sound. Thank you guys very much. Would also like to go ahead and thank Chris Linder and the Hermiston High School Percussion Quartet. Come on out, gentlemen. All right, Heather Noble and Sarah Milburn, thank you very much for helping out tonight. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job. All right, now this is where it gets, we got a quick one here. We got to go real fast. Armin School, thank you very much, Armin Larvey, because they let us invade today. And it was kind of fun, huh? Yeah, it was a good time. Also, just thanking the district for making this happen. We threw it at them, and they were, you bet, let's get it done, and made it happen. So just want to thank them for that. So, and then this is a big one right here. Okay, Oma, thank you. Where is she at? Mama Follett, where are you? There she is. Thank you for protecting all of us from Stacy throughout this process. We really, really appreciate everything that you've done. And then the last part of it before we get going on to our next piece, just want to say thank you very much for Mr. Douglas for everything that you've done today and in the past and what you continue to do. Your desire to work with kids helped bring this together, and that passion has bled into all the people that you work with, former students, okay? This guy here talked a little bit about attending a workshop that you put on just a few years ago, because I know Joe's not that old. No, not at all. And so you've just impacted a ton of people, and we just will continue saying thank you for all the things that you do over and over and over.
Wonderful, you are beautiful heart. Yes, you are. You are wonderful, you are beautiful heart. Yes, you are. Just like the colors of the rainbow, like the birds that fly in the sky, like the stars that shine so bright. There's no one who can shine just like you. You are wonderful, you are wonderful, you are beautiful heart. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are wonderful, you are beautiful heart. Yes, you are. You are wonderful, you are beautiful heart. Yes, you are. Just like the colors of the rainbow, like the birds that fly in the sky, like the stars that shine so bright. There's no one who can shine just like you. You are wonderful, you are beautiful heart. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Well, if that goal was to get a guy to cry, that does it, yeah. So we're going to close the program with a beautiful song sung by beautiful kids about making the world a more beautiful place. Doesn't need to be introduced more than that. Can I have my solos?
Close my eyes and I can see the world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They could say it all sounds crazy. They could say I've lost my mind. I don't care, they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design.
But every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're
Mrs. Cooley, you have instructions? Okay, thank you.
All right, we'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight, but first, before we do that, once again, Mr. Douglas and the kids, nice job. Teachers, thank you. Big round. And we know that springtime is a busy and crazy time, and there's 7 million things going on, so thank you very much for coming out and supporting the kids. They will be in the back in the gym, so you can just kind of go right around there and pick kids up. And as we are heading out, there's a gentleman I want to say thank you to. So Jeff Kelso, I don't know if he's left already, but for the district, he has live streamed this tonight, so it will be on the district's YouTube channel if you guys want to view it again. So again, thank you all for coming. Have a great night.